Now, to achieve the wave effect, we need something to trigger the agents to change into the standing up or into the cheer, or one of the cheer states, all together. So what I'm going to do is use a box, a bounding box, or bounding geometry, can be anything, and just simply add a very simple animation, so it moves from left to right across the scene, and any agent which passes inside that box will change its state from sit to cheer. And then once the agent exits this box again, because obviously if we leave it in the cheer state, they'll just stand up and sit down in a continuous loop, and that would look weird. So once they exit the box, they will change back to the sitting clip. Okay, so first of all, we need to go ahead and actually build that box. Okay, so I'm just going to drop another geo for this. Call this trigger. Go inside, drop a box, and let's just, not the crowd source. Yeah, if I want to just get the points, so because I don't want this animating, it could take a while. So if we just grab these points, visualize that, and then I can use them as a point of reference. Okay, so yeah, drop a box. Okay, obviously we need a bigger box. 0.7 there, and then I'm going to make this 70 in size, so a big box, as you can see. Just going to raise it up a little bit, center that way, and then 67 over to the left. Okay, so I'm going to do this over 200 frames. So frame rates, I'm going to put it to 24 and set this to 200. Apply that. Okay, and then set a keyframe there. Go to the last frame and then set this to -100. Set another keyframe there. And then for the animation, I'm going to have it ease in, but then not ease out. I want it to start off a bit slow and then accelerate towards the end, like that. Okay, let's just watch it. Kind of makes sense for a large crowd. Cool, that's absolutely fine. So jump out of that, back into my sim. Go inside, okay, and then grab, okay, so let's start setting up our system. So we need a crowd trigger and a crowd transition. Okay, we touched on this in the other week. We just did a quick example. So crowd trigger, this tells the transition when to happen. Okay, and this can be used in lots of different ways. Can be depending on how far it is from another object, the speed of the particle, time, and lots of other stuff. RBD for ragdolls, which is good. So we're just going to use the default object bounds. Let's find the object, which was the box I just made. I probably should have put an out, but there's literally just the box in there, so just grab that. And the transition is what the states that we're going into, well, that we're coming from and going into. Okay, so we're going from, I'm going to do one for each sit and each cheer. I'm doing one of these. Okay, So set 1 to cheer 01. And we're going to randomize these a little bit as well, just so that they don't all stand up at the same time. Okay, connect that up, and transitions go into the last port. Right, and then I need to alt click and drag 02, 2, alt click and drag 3, 3, alt click and drag 4 and 4, alt click and drag 5 and 5. Okay, merge these together. That's our transition done. So as I said, we need them on the way out as well. Okay, so this is incoming. So we need another one. So I'm just going to copy that across, change this to outgoing, and just grab one of these. And basically we need them in the opposites, right? So cheer 1 to sit 01. Okay, and do the same then. So cheer 1, cheer 2 to sit 02, cheer 03 to sit 03, cheer 04 to sit 04, cheer 05 to sit 05. There we go. Merge these together as well. So you could do this. So as you know, the cheering clip loops, what you could do is use a trigger which uses the length of the current clip, right? So for each, so let's say it's in cheer 3. So if you want it to change to sit 03 when the current clip is finished, you can get a trigger and use it for current state duration. So once it has done, you know, like 50% of the clip, let's say, it triggers in together and blends between them. But in our case, this seems to work. Okay, well, we'll run a flipbook now just to see, and they should all stand up once they go into the box, transition, and then by the time they're out of the box, you know, we'll have one, they'll stand up for a bit and then start to sit down. What I don't want is them standing up, sitting down, standing up, and then sitting down again. That wouldn't be very realistic, right? So let's come out here, just drop the camera in somewhere like that so we can see what's going on. Maybe I'll put it more to the beginning. Let's put dark background. Actually, one more thing I want to do. I'm gonna put some colors on these. If you remember, I said before that this is all based on pops, right? So we can use these pop nodes to make changes. So I'm just looking for the pop, where are you? Pop color, just to give different color to each state. So I'm gonna make all of these, yeah, that purple color is fine. Let's have a different one for the wave, make them red so they stand out. And then as they transition into this standing, into the cheer, they could be, we've got purple, let's do like a green. Okay, so I'm going to come out here, make this, let's hide other objects, full screen, zoom out just so I can see. There we go, and then let's run a flipbook of that, of 200 frames. Okay, that flipbook is done, so let's take a look. So you can see they're transitioning, that's working. It's a bit hard to see from this point of view, the close up, because they're all the same color. But we can see they're changing on the way in. There's a bit of a blend, so they're not all at the same time. If we look at the top there, you can see it a bit better. You can see them standing up, sitting down, and then once they're sitting down, they stay sitting down. They don't stand back up again. Okay, and remember all of these, the people waving, they're not transitioning, which is good. We don't want them, you know, the flags kind of going all over the place. So it looks good. That's pretty much our sim working.